FIFA 14, what a game. The first FIFA that transitioned into the next generation of consoles with the Xbox One and PS4, and personally, one of my all-time favorites in the FIFA franchise. I honestly probably spent hundreds of hours as a teenager playing career mode, versing my mates in Ultimate Team, or even having fun in pro clubs. FIFA 14 was one of the last games to be part of that golden age of FIFA everyone seems to talk about. Nevertheless, it still introduced and produced some of the best wonder kids that I can remember, and I'm sure you will too. And I'm sure that we all used at some point in FIFA 14 career mode. Let's take a trip down memory lane and reminisce over some of the best wonder kids FIFA 14 had to offer by putting them all in one team in FIFA 19 career mode, seeing how they're doing 5 years on. Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here, and welcome back to yet another FIFA 19 career mode here. We are back with another old FIFA career mode Wonder Kid team. We did FIFA 13 in the last video. If you haven't checked that out already, check it down in the description down below or on the channel. And it's kind of interesting to see how many of the Wonder Kids have actually progressed, and if they've gone backwards or if they've just stayed the same, if EA have predicted the right Wonder Kids for the future. It's interesting to see, but FIFA 14 team is absolutely stacked, guys. It's honestly way better than the FIFA 13's Wonder Kids team, and we're going to see how they do in one simulated season in FIFA 19 career mode. First off, we're going to go through the team. And guys, if you haven't already, smack a like on the video. If you do, go ahead and enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already for some FIFA 19 career mode content coming at you on the weekly basis. We're on that slow and steady grind to 5k subscribers. Follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description. We're going to start off with probably one of the weakest spots in this team. It's going to be the goalkeeper position. It's Nicola Leali, the Italian goalkeeper. Back in FIFA 14, had a high 80s potential, hasn't really fulfilled that. Career has sort of gone backwards. Was in the Juventus youth at the time, went on loan to lower tier Italian sides like Frosinone, my team in Serie A, and then hasn't really picked up from there. Went to Olympiacos in Greece as well. So Nicola Leali hasn't fulfilled his FIFA 14 potential. He's going to be the starting goalkeeper for this side. We're going to move on to the centre back. It's going to be Semih Kaya, 27-year-old Turkish defender, had 86 potential on FIFA 14, was one of the go-to pickups for centre backs in FIFA 14. Unfortunately, like Leali, hasn't fulfilled his potential. I'm sure some of you guys either used him or saw him heaps in your career modes back then, but Semih Kaya not doing so well these days, at a 70 overall now. Starting off with the Wonder Kids that didn't fulfill their potential, and this guy, guys, if you remember this guy, Zakaria Bakkali, honestly, the best FIFA Wonder Kid in general that has ever come out of FIFA in terms of potential. Because right now you're seeing him at a 70 overall, 22 years of age. Zakaria Bakkali was honestly the go-to pickup of FIFA 14. The poster boy of FIFA 14 Wonder. I'm pretty sure it was around 71 or 72 overall. Had a 90 potential. That's right. 90 potential, was 17 years of age at the time, was predicted to be the next big thing in Belgian football and world football. He was playing for PSV at the time, gone completely backwards. He has at a 70 overall now, 5 years later. Has not really had the career he was set out to have. Never really took off for Zakaria Bakkali. Moved to Valencia, didn't work out for him. Could have been so much more, had so much potential. Now plays for Anderlecht, but we move on to another kind of failed one kid. It's Maia, Netherlands player, the man from Holland. Center attack and midfielder, was touted to be one of the best players at a high 80s potential in the 86 to 88 range. And unfortunately for the Netherlands and for Maia, PSV at the time, he's still at a 73 now, so really didn't fulfill his potential. He's still 24, so like Bakkali, like Maia, like a few of these players, they're still quite young, so they could turn their career around, but haven't really got off to the heights that they were predicted to have by EA. But we move on to yet another kind of failed Wonder Kid. I guess it is Yassine Benzia. It was one of those players that you just needed to pick up in career mode. Was a striker back then and a Frenchman back then, but now he's Algerian and is a center attacking midfielder, left midfielder, and central midfielder. 75 overall for Benzia. Here we move on to Mattia De Sciglio, the second Italian on this list. Plays for Juventus now, still 25 years of age. Had a huge potential on FIFA 14 back when he played for AC Milan. Unfortunately, he didn't really achieve that. Sort of moved to Juventus, didn't get the right game time, and now he's going to be our starting right back in this team. Move on to one of the many German wonder kids on this list. It's Max Meyer. This kid, man, he was an absolute gem on FIFA 14 career mode. He was 17 years old back then, and he was just insane. He had 88 potential. Max Meyer was like one of the go-to pickups from Schalke back then. He had 22 years of age. He's at Crystal Palace now, but Max Meyer hasn't really impressed or set the Premier League alight, but Max Meyer was one of my favorites in FIFA 14 career mode. We move on to Bruma, the Portuguese winger, now at a cam/left wing position. He had an 88 potential in FIFA 14. At 23 years of age, 78 overall, hasn't really fulfilled that so far, but Bruma, yet again, one of those hyped up wonder kids in FIFA 14, hasn't really turned out for him. We move on yet again, and if we're talking about hype wonder kids, this is one of the hypest wonder kids we're going to ever talk about. Just like Bakkali, it is Adnan Januzaj, the man that had a breakout season for Manchester United under David Moyes. Back then, he was like 18 years of age. No one heard of him. No one knew how to pronounce his name. The Belgian burst onto the scene. 2 goals against Sunderland and was kind of Man United's breakout star that season after Sir Alex Ferguson. Didn't get into the starting 11 under Louis van Gaal and was sent out on loan a couple times. He finds himself at Real Sociedad in La Liga, and he had like 88 potential on FIFA 14. I wish he achieved that high 80s potential, but unfortunately for Belgium and Man United, didn't really turn out. So we move on to Oliver Torres, the Spaniard. Yet again, was one of those cams with those high 80 potentials. Now at a 79, not really doing too well now, but still has the time to turn the career around at 23. Oliver Torres playing for Porto now. We move on to Nathan Ake of Bournemouth. He was one of the Chelsea career mode gems that was sent out on loan heaps. So back then, he was a great pickup for the centre-back position/left-back position. Now Nathan Ake finds himself at Bournemouth. We move into Luke Shaw, was at Southampton back in FIFA 14, now has moved into Manchester United, and of course has solidified himself at left back. Leandro Paredes, the Argentinian central midfielder, had a good potential back in FIFA 14. Yet again, it was only 20 years of age back then and had a high 80s potential. Sort of fulfilled that, not really, but he still has, of course, got time. He's at PSG nowadays, but FIFA 14, Paredes was an absolute god on the game, as well as this man Quintero was at Porto at the time, had an 80 overall now, at River Plate in real life, had a decent World Cup at the time, so kind of boosted his potential, I guess. As we move on to Angel Correa, back in FIFA 14, it was 88 potential for Angel Correa. At that time, hasn't really done so well, but he finds himself at Atletico Madrid now, so he's going to have time to grow and develop to be one of the great strikers at Atletico Madrid. And you didn't play FIFA 14 if you didn't pick up this guy in FIFA 14 career mode, Mario Götze. Talking about Bakkali earlier being one of the poster boys for FIFA 14 career mode, and probably right next to him on that poster would be Mario Götze. He had 92 potential, but in FIFA 14 he started off at around 85, so he was kind of already in that high tier wonder kid sort of list. So it was kind of Mario Götze and Bakkali, the must buys in FIFA 14 career mode. Götze had that 92 potential. One of my all-time favorite FIFA career mode wonder kids. It's one of my all-time FIFA career mode wonder kid favorites at that cam position. And yeah, was one of my favorite players at the time as well. Fell under the pecking order at Bayern Munich, finds himself at Dortmund now. We move on to Mateo Kovacic, a man who has found himself at Inter Milan in FIFA 14. He moved to Real Madrid, didn't get the game time, didn't really get much action there at the Bernabeu. He's found himself at Chelsea these days at an 83 overall, pretty decent now. He hasn't fulfilled his whole potential, but yeah, he has time at 24 years of age. Had the high 87 potential in FIFA 14, as well as Leon Goretzka with that 88 potential. Of course, hasn't hit it yet, but yet again, still time to produce that 88 overall rating. At an 83 now at Bayern Munich, he was one of the Schalke wonder kids in FIFA 14, along with Max Meyer and along with Julian Draxler. Yet again, the German wonder kids in this list are absolutely crazy. Julian Draxler there with that 83 overall, had an 88 potential on the game. One of my favorite wonder kids, along with Götze as well in there. Julian Draxler was 19 years of age at the time and was a great pickup in FIFA 14 career mode. He was an up-and-coming wonder kid and had such great potential. We move on to Lucas Moura, PSG in FIFA 14. Now finds himself at Spurs. but he had 90 potential on the game. I always remember trying to buy him in the second season because he just moved to PSG in FIFA 14 at Manchester City, had the 88 potential as well. İlkay Gündoğan, one of my German favorites. Back then it was all Germany for me. I just love picking up the German Wonder Kids. Move on to Anthony Martial, and this is a big one as he was at Monaco in this game, was really unknown with that like 70 or 71 overall, but had an 85 potential on the game. And yeah, of course, Anthony Martial has achieved that at Manchester United. He's going to smash that potential. We're going to move on to the PSG defender slash CDM. The Brazilian, yet again, had that high 80s potential, and he still has time to achieve it. I wouldn't say he hasn't achieved it, along with another PSG wonder kid, Marco Verratti, the Italian. The man who is the best player on this list. That is going to be the FIFA 14 Wonder Kids list, guys, and the best the game had to offer as well. Some really decent names on here, such as Verratti, Marquinhos, Martial, Gündoğan, and then some other players who didn't really achieve their potentials all too much, but that is going to be the FIFA 14 Wonder Kids team, guys. But yeah, that is going to be the team. This is how they're going to line up in the 4-2-3-1 formation. It's going to be Correa up top, Draxler in the middle, Martial and Moura on the right and left hand side. Verratti is going to be the captain, along with his midfield partner Gündoğan, Ake and Marquinhos at the back, De Sciglio and Shaw on the flanks, Nicola Leali in goal, and then Kovacic, Quintero, Goretzka, Goetze, Kaya, Bruma and Maia on the bench. And it's going to be Zakaria Bakkali, Maia, Torres, Januzaj and Paredes in the reserves. We're going to sim one season and see how the FIFA 14 Career Mode Wonder Kids do. I mean, it's way better than the FIFA 13 Wonder Kids, so I think they're going to finish higher than the FIFA 13 Wonder Kids. I think they're going to at least push for that top 4. The FIFA 14 Wonder Kids, we're going to see how they do in a season of career mode in the Premier League with Cardiff. Don't ask me why, but yeah, let's see how they do in the first season. So guys, we've reached the end of the season with the FIFA 14 Wonder Kids. We're going to see how they've done, and they have absolutely flopped in the Premier League, finishing in 17th, only 3 points above the relegation zone. It was Southampton, Huddersfield and Newcastle who end up getting relegated. The FIFA 14 Wonder Kids just survive in 17th place, and honestly, I had them finishing so much higher, predicting that top 4 push, but they've ended up finishing in 17th. I have no idea what has happened to them, and I thought the FIFA 14 Wonder Kids were gonna, at least do a bit better than 17th. I mean, the FIFA 13 Wonder Kids didn't have that much of a better squad and finished in 9th. Guys, I only finished in 17th. That is an absolute flop from the FIFA 14 Wonder Kids, finishing in 17th, not doing too well. We're gonna have a look to see who the top performers were, and our top scorer actually was Correa with 14 goals in the Premier League, 3rd highest goal scorer for us. So I don't know really what happened. Correa was kind of carrying the team, didn't do too well, and Goretzka got 6 assists in the Premier League as well. But the Bluebirds in Cardiff just surviving relegation. We're going to have a look to see who our top performers were in the Premier League, of course, and we're going to take a look to see De Sciglio got the most appearances with 39. Correa ended up carrying the team with 39 appearances, 15 goals and 2 assists. Ake with 39 appearances in there as well. Goretzka getting a few assists and goals in there as well. Leali, I feel like, let the team down with that 70 overall in the goalkeeping spot. I feel like that's where the team got let down in the end. Kovacic got a goal and 2 assists. Draxler was pretty consistent with 7 goals and 4 assists. Luke Shaw in there with 3 goals. Verratti 2 goals and 2 assists. Kind of expecting more from him. Marquinhos only getting an assist. Kaya got a few games in there. Gundogan got injured, the injury-prone player there. 2 goals and 2 assists for him. Moura not doing too much with 3 goals. Bruma 2 goals and 1 assist. Maia the same. Quintero not getting too many games in there. Oliver Torres got injured. Martial only played 10 games. I don't know why. He's probably one of the best players in this FIFA 14 team. He only got 10 games in there. Only got 1 assist. Paredes in there as well with only 9 appearances, as well as Goetze. Meyer not doing too much. Benzia not doing too much. Of course, Bakkali and Januzaj only getting a few appearances here and there, not doing too well. So guys, that is going to be it for today's FIFA 14 Wonder Kids video. If you did, go ahead and enjoy this video and want to see more career mode content on the channel, including past Wonder Kid videos, leave a like down below, leave a like on the video, comment down below on what FIFA Wonder Kids I should do next, subscribe for some more FIFA 19 career mode content, follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the very next video.